EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Wizards and the Hawks, next on Madden Football.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it. And that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he...
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target locker. And he'll have it across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. When they go run against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. Well, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent.
Here's a diving catch right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to get the first here. It's taken in. It's been tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Escapes the defender. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Running on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. They'll try to find Johnson, Smith, and Jigba. That'll be 2nd down. And look at this defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Gino. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And they've got him right across midfield, down to the 30 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Fading Walker for the catch here on the outrun. They're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And it's
so close, he gets it to the one. Bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw, Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks
on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time is under 9 times. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. This taken in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't let him get there.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking now, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 43, here's second down and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Second and 1. Man, it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, second and 4. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So they just need 1 yard to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short range. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man showed the extra body and made the play a success.
That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Wizards go up by 2 touchdowns. This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to get a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may come down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest the first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Open man. There's Bogo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Come on, boys. Let's power.
Again, Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And on the out of bounds, just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got him in wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have him.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have him because they provide big-time targets.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying the big throw, don't pull attention away from him, and he had an easy way to hit, and hit it he did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trucks over, fading it out at the 15. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Wizards take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming.
That's it. Oh, my God, please don't make it.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
Gino down to throw. He completes this to Walker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
2nd down at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's a straight pass. That's complete. And running with power here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bring it over to the offense, boys. Let's not win.
They'll look to throw again. The killer here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a timeout.
26-yard line.
7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else is going right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, Definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Trey Sermon, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. Derrick Henry, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Understand?
They'll start with the option, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Runs over it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another first down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here in the next play. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now they'll empty out the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Wizards have opened the lead up to 30. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and being in trouble? To get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this one out, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Smith now to throw. Smith and Jimbo to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing now is Gio. Over the middle
Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, Walker.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
No gain on the play.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he's across the track. End zone, touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scoring?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Juke into space.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Wizards.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he stays up. Dancing to his left. He shakes him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's a handoff on the goal.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Melbourne first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Wizards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. That's out at the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Wizards are on their way to a 2-0 start. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Smith, work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Smith throwing again. Returning right back to Lockett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Smith. Dancing away at the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Smith. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Triple foul. Basement. Defense.
What was that, Rob?
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
To the air again, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to try that one free.
No way, I can't believe this. This is just not fun anymore.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why now, with this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hand Rams team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's...
Ready, ready. On the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Smith